Hey guys, second lesson based on the one we just did, which was setting up a landing page from a button on your website. The second step to this campaign is setting up your actual campaign that's going to deliver the emails and text messages to the client. So the first step you're going to do is log into your dashboard. Once you're in your dashboard, you're going to go down to the marketing tab. Under the marketing tab, you're going to click on campaigns. Okay. Inside of campaigns, in this case, we're going to be using this particular one that's a pre-built, and we're going to edit it, right? So we are just going to click on this, okay, right here. And up here, we're going to perform an action. We're going to copy this campaign and rename it. So copy campaign, we're going to rename it right here. So instead of calling it the pop-up campaign, we're going to call it new client special. Okay. Location, we're going to have to pick our location as we always do. And in this case, you should only have a couple locations in yours, but just scroll down and find the name of your salon. Click it, copy that campaign there. That just copied the campaign. Now, obviously, we had the one we just had, so we've got to go back and go to that new campaign, and you'll see it right here, new client special. Okay. It's in draft mode. So remember, before we publish, they're always in draft mode, and we've got to take them from draft to published. We'll do that now. It's fine to do it in the beginning. You don't have to worry about waiting to do it. It's up to you, kind of a preference. If you want to go back to it, you can always leave it in draft mode. But most of the time, I just keep them in publish mode because without a trigger that's setting this off, they're not going to do anything anyway. So, okay, so we have all the steps in here. So what we did is we just put it in publish mode. Now the next thing we're doing is campaign configuration. In the campaign configuration, where we are going to want to basically word it out, right? So users, that's fine, keep it like that. Next campaign, just keep it like that. From address, this is what you're going to change. So right now we have offers at Twirl Hair Studio. That's our template. In this case, we are going to do offers at JC Styles Salon. Okay. .com. Okay. And then you're going to want to say, basically who it's from, right? So in this case, we are going to use the owner's name. So we'll say Jessica at from, and you can put whatever you want in here. I'm just modifying the one that's here. Okay. So in this case, we did that. Right now, if you wanted to assign a value to this lead when it does come in, you can put the value of the lead there, or you can put it in the trigger section. We're going to put it in the trigger section. If you wanted to add a tag to people coming in on this, you can do it here also. But again, we're going to put it in the triggers section for today, and that'll be our next lesson. So allow multiple times. So all that means is that the person can go into the same campaign multiple times. That's on. I would suggest leaving it on. Stop on response means that the campaign will stop when they actually text or email you back, and you communicate with them. It's up to you whether you want to keep it going. I always recommend setting it to stop on response, just so the person doesn't keep getting a bunch of texts and emails even after they made the appointment, right? Event start date, this is important. If you want to schedule out in the future, you can most of the time. And in this case, we're just going to say now. Okay, so that just sets today as the start date when we're setting this thing up. We hit save, that saves our configuration we just did. Now we are going to go into the messages. So in the messages, you're going to have to edit each one of these messages. Okay, that's very important to do. Once you are all finished with that, you are done with the lesson. So that is the steps you have to do to edit one of these messages. You click the edit and you come in here where it says contact first name. Don't worry about that. It's grabbing the first name of that person off of your contact form. And you can word it whatever you want, whatever your particular special is. You're going to want to change your book online and your hyperlinks and things like that to match your salon. If you're wondering how to do that, if I hover over this and I highlight it and I click this link, you'll see here it's going to allow me to change the telephone and it's going to show what text to display. Okay, same thing with the book online. If I highlight this and I go to the hyperlink button, I can come here and change my book now button to whatever my system is. Might be Rosie, might be Millennium, Salon Runner, whatever the case it might be. You want your booking link, and you put your booking link in here, and then just hit OK, and it'll save it. For directions to your salon, you can do that here too. This is going to be a long one, right? So if I click this, you'll see it's Google Maps. So all you have to do is go on your Google Maps for your particular business and copy the URL, which is this up in this top bar. That's where your URL is. Copy that and put it in here, and it will automatically set up your directions finder for Google Maps right as the hyperlink in here. So just some cool little tricks to do. Make sure you do an edit on all of these, each one, email, text, the whole bit. Otherwise, your campaign is going to go out from another salon, our templated salon. So make sure you make all those changes before you make it live. And I will see you in the next lesson, which is going to be triggers. And that will be the final lesson on how to set up your campaigns from a button on your website all the way to having the campaign automated. So I'll see you soon, folks.